Okay, I'm gonna talk about something. Um, I um, I wanted to know if people were becoming claircognient, clairaudient, as I am. Is anybody here feeling clairaudient lately, like hearing voices? Yeah, I've been hearing voices. That's why I'm talking about it because, so I know it says hearing voices lately, like sounds like for a crazy person, but that's not what I'm talking about. Okay. So, recently my cousin just passed, and today is a funeral. And here's the thing: I'm not a funeral person. I don't like them. They make me extremely, extremely uncomfortable. Only first of all, because I am very in tune with spirit. So when I go, I'm not just I'm not everybody else. I'm not just at a funeral home now. I got lots of energy coming towards me, and it's just very overwhelming. Very overwhelming. So I've been hearing voices or my doorbell ringing in my ear. Okay, so so when I go to funerals, I get very like to the point where I'm not walking up to the body. I'm not. That's not. First of all, that's not even them. That's just a corpse. So I'm not really comfortable with that. However, but I do want to go show up because I want my cousin and his family to see like I showed up. But like I said, I'm not a fan of funerals. But I keep hearing I shouldn't go because this is what I'm trying to say. My point is like funerals for me are not like for everybody else. When I go there, it's intense, and then a lot of energies try to like follow me home and stuff because they know that I'm in tune with them, and I've been hearing voices lately. So like last night I heard somebody say "What's up?" in my ear, and like mind you, people that I know that passed, they're like that. They would say what's up if they could in the spirit world. And I heard loud and clear last night. Yeah, it's so hard to see or feel that, right, Chris? So last night I was trying to sleep, and I'm like, please, just God, just let me sleep tonight because I need to start sleeping at night because I'm not like I'm one of those dream get up, like one of those people. I don't know how everybody else just sleeps through the whole night. That's one of my things. I always like admired people who could fall asleep and stay asleep, because it's impossible for me. Thank you, Chrissy. It was like I said, I really do want to go, but then, it's crazy. As I'm on live, I just got tapped in the left ear, like no, 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 don't go. Not because I don't want to go for him, but at the same time, like funerals are always weird to me because there's always like people that didn't give a fuck about the person. They were fake as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, even people that you have problems with, when they die, you forget the problems, like you forgive. But a lot of people show up to these things that are like, why are you here? Didn't you, like, you know what I mean, do this or do that, So at the same time, like, and plus another reason I don't want to go is going to be all Albanians there, and I'm not really like the biggest fan of that right now. Yeah, so thank you. But also, I'm just saying, I've been hearing, like, I'm becoming clairaudient to the point where, like, if I'm falling asleep, right in between that REM state, that's when I'm hearing it, like, and then sometimes I'll, like, use the bathroom. When the fan is on in the bathroom, I know it's going to sound crazy, but I swear I hear a bunch of people talking, and it's kind of annoying, actually, because I'm trying to, like, take a shit, and, like, I'm hearing a bunch of voices. I'm like, can I take a shit, please? It's like my daughter following me in the bathroom. Mommy, mommy, mommy. Like, it's like, dude, let us, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, I mean, I just feel like, for me, I feel awkward to go, and then I feel like bad not to go, but, my mom's very intuitive, and the first thing she said was, no, don't go. I was like, why? She's like, just trust me, don't go to that funeral. She's like, stay home. And I was like, okay. And so I think I'm just gonna, I don't know, yeah, I'm gonna, I just hate not showing up for people, but, like, I was gonna show up on behalf of me and my sister, because my sister used to hang out with him all the time. And it's funny, when I went to Albania, he was there, and we threw a party and pretended it was our birthday. It wasn't our birthday. And we threw this big ass party in the basement, and we were teaching all the kids in Albania how to, like, my heart chakra. We were teaching them how to do the train, to like grind on each other, because they didn't know about that shit in Albania. And we were teaching them how to be freaky and nasty. We went and corrupted the whole fucking town when we went there. It was funny. And then we were, like, smoking weed in the bathroom. It was hilarious. You can go in and out. Just show your face. Girls send you a DM. Yeah, I can, Chris. I can go in and out and just show my face, yeah. But it's not going to be just like that, because you already know, first of all, it's me. I'm going to walk in and everybody's going to be like, Lena, flow. And then it's going to be a lot of... I feel nervous right now just thinking about it. It's a lot of interaction. It's not even nervous. It's a lot of... Yeah, it's going to be a lot of... We're talking about people that I went to middle school with, high school with, junior high school with. It's going to be a lot of... Yeah, my stomach hurts. I don't know. I'm not getting a good feeling right now. See, this is why you use your gut intuition. My gut's telling me. Yeah, I don't know why I suggested that. I mean, Chris, ideally that would be a good situation, but I already know what's going to happen when I go there. You know, don't forget, again, these are people, you know, they like that I know, you know, so everybody knows me there. They're all going to be like, Flo, Lena, Flo, and I'm going to have to talk to everybody. And then I don't want to cry in front of people and all that shit. I'm not really a fan of that, but, you know, I'm going to have to go to the other one with, again, I do not like funerals. I don't like them. You know, there's been a couple of them that I went to, and I went in and I just walked out. Do you know, like, I walked out and the girl was like, that's disrespectful. And I was like, why? I was born Muslim, right? So I'm not, I wouldn't consider myself Muslim today, but I was born Muslim in this lifetime. And we don't do that. We don't do funerals. We don't go walk up to the body, and we don't do that. The family cleans the body, they prepare the body, and then the men bury the body. And the women don't show up to the burial. That's only for the men. Even in Albanian Muslims, but they're doing it like American style, where everybody's gonna show up. Like I'm not used to that. So Albanians don't do that. We don't go view the body. To us, that's like, it's just not an Albanian thing. We never had that happen. I went to one funeral and she was Arabic, and there was a viewing, and I remember seeing her body, and I walked up to the body and I kissed her on the forehead. And everybody was like, what the fuck? Did she just kiss her on the forehead? I was like, yeah. I was like, I mean, you know, my dad, when he passed, when I was little, I walked up to him like a G at 8 years old and kissed him. And everybody else was like, oh shit, she kissed him. Like, you know, I'm not afraid of the body, but I also know that their soul is not in there. It's not, their spirit's running around right now having a good old time. And while everybody's crying over them and shit. You know, do not stand in my grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die. Do not stand in my grave and weep. I am not there. I do not sleep. Remember that saying. They're not there. Their spirit's like, phew, phew, and you're all like staring at their fucking dead body. Like, I'm not with that. Like, long time from now, when I die, I'm going to be cremated, put a fucking urn there, spread my ashes or something like this, or like put my body up in the mountains and let some fucking animals eat me. I don't know. Like, you know, I'm not trying to be like, don't bury me in the ground. I'll punch all of you in the face. I'll come back and haunt each and every one of you. Don't bury me in the ground. I'm not with all that. I don't like that burial in the ground shit. I'm not a fan of it. I don't think that we should be doing that to bodies at all, but that's what everybody's got their own preference. Because people want a place to go visit somebody at a grave. I don't want people coming to visit me on my grave. Just remember me in spirit, you know what I mean? Just don't put me in a blunt. No, but you know, like I said, some of us can't go to funerals for a reason, and this is not an excuse. I'm gonna tell you right now, another thing I can't do is when somebody's really sick in the hospital, I can't go there and see them like that. It's like almost like you know what I'm saying, like seeing them like that, then I don't want to remember somebody like that. I want to remember them how I remember them. You know, I remember my grandmother was sick and she had like the tubes down her throat. And I walked in the hospital and I just turned around and walked out. And my family was like, you disrespectful. You didn't stay there. And I'm like, no, I'm not disrespectful. I'm not you. I don't like seeing people in that position. Like, I hung out with my grandma when she was looking good. I don't want to remember her with a fucking tube down her throat. Look, she was a skeleton of body on... You know what I'm saying? The concept of, like, people wanting to see people in pain like that, I'm not a fan of it. Like, I'm just not. Yeah, I can't go to funerals anymore. I've been to way too many. Yeah, and I have not been to many, but that's because I purposely avoid them. I do not enjoy being at funerals. I don't like the vibe. I don't like... First of all, when you go to funerals, don't forget, like, thousands maybe even, of spirit is there, ready to, like, welcome the new spirit or look around or, like, whatever it is they're doing there. I'm just like... I'll go there and I'll probably like, I probably won't be able to breathe. That's how much energy is going to be there. You also have this moment you walk by someone you don't know. You instantly feel some kind of energy, a really strong energy. The energies are crazy. Yes, brave. Listen, like I said, when I'm saying hearing voices lately, okay, let me explain to you. I'm not afraid, right? That's, the word fear is not it. It's like this. You're in your bed, right? Mind you, you're in your bed trying to fall asleep, right? You're falling asleep. And if you're anything like me, it is hard for you to fall asleep. Like, it takes me massive fucking full effort, maximum effort to fall asleep, minimal results. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, once I fall asleep, if you wake me up, I'm not gonna lie to you. I might just like, the fuck? I just fell asleep. What the fuck is wrong with you? Because I'm not like everybody else. It takes me forever to get in that sleep and forever to get out of the sleep. So I'm like deep sleeping in, deep sleeping out. But when I sleep, it's in intervals. I'm not, thank you, Samra. Thank you. Your lives are the best. But this is what I'm trying to say. For those of us who are like spiritually in tuned, and let's say you're falling asleep, when you're in that moment of REM state, you're in that REM, that's when your body's like, does that buzzing feeling and you're about to fall asleep. You're like, zzz, and you're falling deep asleep. Those are the times you can hear these voices and these sounds. And listen, man, I'm not gonna hold you. I hear some shit at night when I'm trying to sleep, and I ignore it, not because I'm not afraid. What do you want me to do? Sit up and have a full conversation with you? First of all, that's not allowed. You're not supposed to be doing that. That's illegal or some shit. And I know this because whenever I have a dream about somebody like trying to like go into the spirit world and be all up in the spirit world doing illegal shit, the cops come in and raid us. Like, they raid us. Like, we have an undisclosed female at this location. This is what happened in a dream last night. I was hanging out in some astral realm where nobody was supposed to be at, and it was like I'm explaining to you like the astral trap. It's like the astral trap house where a bunch of miscellaneous people snuck into these like astral homes that nobody lived in, and they're partying and hanging out, and the cops raided it, and they were like, we have an undisclosed female, and they came in and they got us out, and I wake up, you know what I'm saying? Good morning, Marcus. Tons of sleep paralysis, how can I avoid this flow? Okay, it was the astral trap. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Okay, so when you get sleep paralysis, number one, try avoid sleeping on your back. Okay, so if you sleep on your back, it's the number one way that sleep paralysis happens. You're on your back, they hold you down. Another thing is keep clearing your energy. And oftentimes, whether we want to believe it or not, sleep paralysis could be happening for a reason, because you go so deep into sleep, so deep into it, that you're like half in, half out, right? Your body's half in, half out. Astral trap in the astral crack. Chris, they do the same shit in the astral traps that they do. I'm telling you. Should be crazy, bro. I'm telling you, shit is fucking, people don't even understand the multitude of realities that I visit and how wild they all are. I mean, I gotta sit down one day and write down, and it's just gonna be astral realms, types of astral realms, like straight to the point, the book. And I'm gonna just describe every astral realm I seen. And when I tell you I seen a lot, hundreds, you're gonna be like, what? For real? So, whoa, that shit is great. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna be wilding, because it's crazy what the spirit world is. The spirit world is not tell. That's why I told you, if you want to start tapping into spirit, you better be ready, bitch. You better be motherfucking ready. And if you're a scaredy cat, you're gonna get through. It's like you're gonna go through the dimensions. First, you're gonna go through the bottom layer, which is all the creepy crawlies, right? And then you start going up a little bit, and it's all the creepy crawlies with the little bit like human-like tendencies, and then you get up and it's the humans doing trap boy shit and weird shit, and then it's you go a little bit up where everybody's living like us right now in this reality, but more like not in a great way. And then you go a little bit up and it's everybody doing normal shit, having parties. They're partying in the astral realms. They're going to weddings. They're going fucking dinners and shit. And then you go a little bit up, and now when you skip all of these levels, which I've done, there's levels to this shit. And then you get to the planets now. You go to the planets and you see different beings from different planets, right? So I've seen like 5 or 6 different ones, and I've visited the tall grays, the blonde Pleiadians, the black-haired Pleiadians. What else did I see? Tall grays, black hair, blonde. Oh, and like these beings with like red, like Sonic the Hedgehog heads. And I was one of them. I was on a red team and there was a blue team. We were fighting. We were on top of spaceships and we were fighting. And I've seen all of that. And then I've seen beings like they look like humans like us, but they had like, you know, the crooked foreheads like Star Trek. I shit you not, I'm not kidding. And I hugged her and she was like, "Fam, like you're my family." And I hugged her, and then there was and then I went to like the Ascended Master realms where it's like the Ascended Masters, the teachers, the guides were at. And I visited that, and it's like a temple. It's like high up in the sky. And then I visited these beings with all, they were wearing all white. They were my family members, like my team, my spirit team, my spirit family. There's spirit animal realms. Oh my God, you guys, it's wild. It's wild. There's so many different realities that I've visited that nobody can tell me this is the only one. No, it's not. How people be like, you're dreaming. Wait, no. People dream all the time. This is not dreams. You know how I know the difference? Because if you talk to somebody and ask them, what was your dream about? They're like, well, I was, driving a car and it was on fire. Right? My dreams are more like I'm visiting different places, right? And so I've been through every level. I'm telling you, from the pits of hell, the pit shits, you know what I'm saying? The shit demons, like that type shit, to like the dark demons, to the shadow demons, to the fucking hooded demons, and the walking and the running ones, and the flying ones, and I went levels, okay? You even experience fake reality being on TV. I mean, in this realm, listen, man. I remember one time, listen to this shit. And now I'm going to talk about this because it's crazy. I remember one time I was like, very depressed at that time, going through a dark time. I was standing in New York City subway. That shit is a level of hell, bro. Standing in the New York City subway. Ooh, I'm getting my stomach, bitch. And I'm telling you, that shit was so creepy. And I was standing by the New York subway, and I was just looking like this, and I was like really like in a depressed daze. Just like, you know what I mean? And the train was passing by, and I was hearing, like laughing, and people were like, people screaming. And then I saw people getting on the train. It was like, ding dong. And they were like, just getting on the train all depressed. Everybody was in a shitty mood. And I stopped and I just looked and I was like, oh my God, I'm in a level of hell. I got to get out. And it snapped out of it. And people ask me when I had my spiritual awakening. I think that was the one time that I had my spiritual awakening. Then there was another situation. I was in an apartment building in the city, and it was downstairs, and I shit you not, something happened. I'm not even going to mention what happened in the room because it's like, honestly, it's just too, I don't even want to talk about it. It was not fun is what I'm saying. I had to run out of that room because of what was happening. So I ran out, and then I sat outside in the hallway because something scared me. Sat in the hallway, and I heard these 2 women, and they looked out their door, and they look out at me. And then I heard them close the door, and I heard, she's here. She's here with us. They were laughing and cackling like witches, right? And then I heard like hellish voices. And with no shoes on, I left. I just left the place. And I noticed that was a level of hell. And so I even went through all the levels of hell in the astral and in this reality. And then finally I'm here. The level of what I would say call inner peace, heavenly peace. And out of those hell states of mind. And oh my God, I just had a huge download talking to you guys about that. I mastered the timelines. I've astral traveled, and I've survived levels of hell and heaven. Okay, so I feel like I'm pretty powerful in that sense because a lot of people, they're doing it, they just don't know. That's why I'm here to tell you that's what you're doing. You're getting yourself out of the levels of darkness and into the light. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let go of all shadow and all darkness to get into the light. KX kills you, says intense, but I'm telling you, it's a fact. And KX, I used to get sleep paralysis all the time. And that's because I was afraid, right? So I was afraid of spirit. When I started to battle them, there was times when I had to battle these demonic entities in my dreams. And in the beginning, they would come and I would run in my dreams. I'd run away from them. Then they would come and I wouldn't run. I'd stand there and I'd be like, with my hand, like, get the fuck out of here. You're not going to get me. And they would be like, ah, and they'd run it the other way. Like, you know, big, scary, tough, bleeding, teeth out. You know what I'm saying? And then I'd go like that to them and they'd be like, and they'd run the other way. They're really just scared babies. You know, demons are like really just really, really scared babies that got no love, no attention, and, you know, just send them a little love, a little light, and then if they don't listen to that, chop their heads off. Like, that's like the next fucking, you know what I'm saying? You're really inspiring. You're teaching all of us. And, you know, I'm guiding because this is why because when you're saying you're inspiring, you're teaching all of us, thank you for the compliment. I'm humbled by it, but I want to let you know something. When I was experiencing all this stuff, I kind of was mad. Like, why the fuck am I experiencing all this? Doesn't this look like some kind of like alien? Tell me this don't look like some kind of alien mark on my head right there. You see it? It's like a little horn, like my little horns right there or something. Look at that. It's like, I got little horns on my head. You know, so it's like when I experienced all this, I was mad as shit. The fuck am I going through all this shit for? Today, though, I recognize why. Because I had to go through all these levels to break myself free, to understand that, yes, there are different realities, but you have to stay in this place here and be grateful for the moment you have and stop trying to find everything. Because when you go, I think we're having a huge download here, which is amazing. Spirit wants to give the download. When you go searching for everything and everyone and everywhere, you could go physically to any place. Go to India, go to Tibet, go to fucking, I don't know, Mongolia. Go anywhere in the world. You're never going to find what you're looking for anywhere else besides in here. So I've gone looking, searching for love in all the wrong places, for attention, affection, whatever. I don't know, to heal traumas, you know, to go to healers, to teachers, to this, to that. As everyone guided me along the way, I always had the answers within me. I just never took the time to believe that I had the answers. Yeah, I want to go to Dubai, but they don't like gay people. Don't you dare step foot in that place. Let me tell you the hypocrisy about Dubai. Listen, I was born a Muslim, okay? And I love every religion, whatever. But what I'm saying to you is Muslims in Dubai, they crack me the fuck up. These bitches with their 10 pounds of makeup and their hijabs on. Bitch, please. Who you fooling under all that Maybelline? Are you kidding me? Virgin or not, you still a bigger hole than me inside of your heart. You know, you can suck all the dick in the world. If you ain't got a hoe's heart, you're not as big of a hoe as that. And I'm not judging them, but I'm going to tell you something. I remember in my dream when all of these different spiritual people from different religions and backgrounds were trying to recruit me, which they were trying to recruit me. We had the voodoo guy, Baba Yaga, trying to grab me. We had the Muslims over here. We had the Jews over here. We had the Santerias here. Santeras and Santerias over here. We had this. We had every type of person was trying to recruit me. They were like, come to me, I'll give you this. Come to me, I'll give you this. And I was like, no. I don't want it. And I walked past them, and then I saw a Muslim woman sitting on my right, a Jewish person on my left. I'm not going to hold you. This is what I saw. They took me to a temple, and all of these religious, so-called religious people on the sides of me, they were being punished or punishing themselves, constantly punishing themselves because of what they're taught in religion. And they were saying, go ahead, judge her. And they were like punishing themselves. And I walked past all of them and I was like, oh, like one woman was setting herself on fire because she thought she was being bad because she was Muslim and she did something wrong and Allah's punishing her. But meanwhile, they were showing me she's punishing herself. All these people think that God is punishing them. They're all punishing themselves. They were showing me. And so I walked through all of these different religions and different cult-like mentalities. And I went to this woman and she had a bald head and she had lines on her head. And she said to me, come here. And then this guy tried to grab me before I went to her. And she went like this to him with her finger. And he was like, no. Like he was terrified of her. Like she was the boss of the bosses. And she goes, come here. Like she was the ascended master of the ascended masters. You feel me? And she pulled me over and comes to me and she spit out this like white Laffy Taffy type of thing out of her mouth. And she went like this to me. And I was, my eye right there. Look at that confirmation. And I was like, I was giggling though. I was like, do I eat it? Oh my God, I don't know what to do. She was like, take it. I'm giving it to you. And I took it. And it's like she passed all her wisdom and knowledge to me. And I like swallowed whatever gift she gave me. I ate it and I took it in. Because whatever she was carrying within her spirit, it was what I'm seeing, like a golden egg that you kind of like keep fertilized in your uterus. And then it teaches you and you learn. And you know what I'm saying to you? I mean, the amount of stories I have for you, like I can write a movie, and if I had somebody who was a good visionary and they could make these realities that I've seen come true, you would flip the fuck out. I will tell you, there's different astral. That's why you have to. Let me rephrase that. Not you have to free yourself. That's why you should be working on freeing yourself, because you don't want to die and then like your spirit goes. Here's the thing. When I talk about this stuff, a lot of spirit around me, they get knowledge and information. Some of them don't give a fuck what I say. They're like, bitch, I don't give a fuck what you gotta say. I'm gonna chill here. I like it here in the hood and the crazy shit. Okay, you stay there. But what I'm saying is, when you don't seek knowledge and enlightenment and truth and wisdom within you, within your own you, your memory is good too. I just realized. I mean, you gotta have a good. How could I remember all this stuff? Why? First of all, my name is Florina, and my purpose is to remember. And that purpose is to remember and to share the wisdom, the knowledge that I remember, right? And I tell Spirit all the time, I'm like, why are you staying around here? Bro, this is not the new earth. This is where we come to learn lessons and limitations and love. And if you haven't learned that and you're still stuck here, you got to be free, my guy. You got to go seek higher engagement. This is not it. This ain't it, cuz. This ain't it. This ain't it. And this ain't it. Again, love and light. I'm grateful to be here. But I'm not going to be grateful if I'm still here after my body goes. Okay? How can I astral travel? I would love to learn. Okay. First of all, we astral travel every night when we're going to sleep. Some we remember, some we do not. I would highly not recommend stepping into astral traveling unless you have your guides. They will naturally help. If that's what okay, let me ask you a question. You see your thumb right here? Right there. Do you have lines going this way there? Tell me right here if you have. Let me show you. You see my hand? Do you have a lot of lines going this way? Like this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like that. Tell me if you have those lines. And then also if you have lines here coming down your pinky. Bing, 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 bing. And then a lot of lines this way. Okay? Yeah. I do have a lot of videos that will answer your questions. You should go on YouTube or watch Instagram. If you have those lines right here where I'm showing, and the lines under your pinky, yeah, on both, right? So raise your hand if it's on both, if you have both lines. Just give me a hand if you have the lines going down here and going sideways here. Okay, up and down here, sideways here. Raise your hand if it's both. Everybody's looking right now. I can see. I just saw you guys doing this. Oh shit! I got it on both. Okay, both. Gross. Okay, so if you have those lines on both, then my friend, you are a powerful astral traveler. Astral traveler, you have the ability to, you see all those lines I have? Look, it's nonstop. They just constant in both hands. They just go, 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 go. That means you're a powerful astral traveler, astral projector. You do it naturally. You don't have to work hard at it. It's a natural thing. And you're also a powerful healer. Okay? Hey, newsflash, you're a healer. If you have all of these lines here on your pinky coming down, ping, ding, 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 ding. You are a natural born healer, and you are a natural born astral traveler. You caught me looking. Yeah, I actually saw people going, wait, let me just make sure. Oh, shit. Like, if you look at my thumb, this shit got mad. Look at that. It's from here all the way to here. They come in, and my pinkies, too. Non-stop there. Okay? Those lines indicate that you are a powerful healer and a powerful astral traveler. Again, we already know about the X marks the spot. You guys, you see the X in the middle of my finger right there? You see it. Let me know. Because some of you might not have seen this. The X. If you have an X here, Raise your hand if you have an X in the middle of your hand. I have it on both, okay? It's like X marks the spot. And that's where they found this like little chip thing. And the doctor was like, I don't know what it is. I had hit my hand. And where the X's are, that's exactly where they found some like little, it looks like a chip, he said. And I was like, oh, I was like, that's my Starseed family. They chipped me. They don't want to lose me. He's like, what? I was like, he was like, excuse me? I was like, oh, no, never mind. I'm not, let me shut up before they lock me up in a loony bin out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Before I get over there, he's like, okay, ma'am, this is Dr. Psychiatrist. Mm-hmm. Okay. If you have that X on your hand, this means that you are a psychic. That you're psychic. Very psychic. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Where the fuck is it? Oh. That means you're very psychic, okay? If you have that. Let's see what else. Let's take a look at my cards. My palm reading cards. So that means you're very psychic if you have that X, okay? Okay, all right. That means you're very psychic. But now, that means you're very psychic. But here's the trick. Right here, under your Jupiter finger. This is your Jupiter finger. Right here. Do you have a triangle? It looks like a little teepee. Some people's teepee is open, some is closed. Right here. Okay? So hold on. So I'll use my left hand to demonstrate, but if you have, okay, hold on. If you have lines going down here, you are a healer. If you have lines going this way, you're an astral traveler. If you have an X like I do, right? I have a bunch of them, but if you have an X like I do right there, you're a powerful psychic. And over here by your ring finger, if you have a triangle and it's closed, mine is halfway open. If you have a triangle, okay? If you have a triangle there and it's closed, that means that you're afraid to use your psychic powers in this lifetime because somebody either killed you or chopped your head off, did something to you in a past life that you're afraid to use your psychic abilities. If it's open, your psychic abilities are completely open and you're unafraid to use them, okay? It is a treasure map, exactly what it is. This could tell you your past lives. Remember, this is powerful astral traveler. The more lines you have, the more powerful you are. The more lines you have, the more powerful of a healer you are. The bigger the X's, the more X's, the more powerful the psychic you are. And if this is open, you're able to use your abilities in this lifetime. If it's closed, something about you stops you from using your abilities, because yours are closed because a lot of us have experienced trauma by using our abilities. We got either killed or somebody did something to us and we're afraid to use it. Okay, all right, hold on 1 second. If you're left-handed, you read your left hand. If you're right-handed, you read your right hand. Okay. There's a lot of different things you can learn about this, but let's see here. I want to see one thing. Earth hand, air hand. I'll tell you right now. Hold on. So you know these at least. These are the big ones. Give me a second. I would love to sit down with you guys and do this for a long time, but you know, it would take a whole lot of time. A lot of time. You know, I only know how to read what I know how to read. Like your heart line, if it's long. For instance, if the heart line runs straight across the palm and doesn't curve towards the fingers, if your heart line is this. Okay. Hold on. This is your heart line right here. So this is your heart line right here. You see this? This is my heart line. You see how it goes all the way across? But it also comes up like that. My heart line comes up like that. But mine pretty much runs all the way straight across, but up to here, up to my finger here. So if yours runs straight across the palm and doesn't curve towards the fingers, and mine does, it curves towards the fingers, it indicates you find it hard to express your deepest feelings and you yearn to be loved and desired. And that's not me. So mine curves up towards my fingers. So, okay. Mount of Apollo, Mount of Saturn, Mount of Venus, Mount of Luna. Let's get to that after this. Hold on. I want to do that one. Water hand, fire hand. There we go. Got him. I found him. All right. No way. Okay. All right. So there we go. Let's do that. And let me see something. Ring of Saturn. These are the craziest right here. The Ring of Saturn, the Samian crease. Okay, let's see. Let's go through these. The Ring of Solomon. Let's look at that. I'm interested in that one. Let's see what else. We got the Saturn finger, the Saturn fingers, right? We got the Saturn finger, the Jupiter finger, fingerprints, fingernails. This shit is wild, bro. Your hand is a blueprint to who the fuck you are. The stars on the palm, squares, very short fingers, fingernails. Oh my God, it's a lot. It's a lot. But I'm going to study a lot of this. The headline. Let's do the headline. Let's do the major ones. The headline. If it curves to the right, give me a second. The headline right here too. And what else was I looking at? The heart. Okay, the heart line. There we go. The heart line. I'll give you guys the most important ones, okay? Bear with me. Hold on. Hold the fuck up. No, I'm just kidding. The headline. So it looks to me like okay, there's 4 for each one. Great. Okay, so I'm seeing, well, no, there's 5 for the heart line. So, all right. Ooh, there's more than 5. Hold on. All right, here we go. Ready? Let's read these ones. You ready? You ready? Y'all ready for this? Isn't this fun? I fucking love this. It's like fucking Palm School or something. Palm School. Hello. Okay. All right. So now we're focusing on the heart line. This is the heart line. Okay. So remember, healer, if you have these lines, your psychic abilities, you're a psychic if you have an X. This means that, so you could do this to other people. You could be like, oh my God, you're a powerful healer. You're an astral projector. Wow, you're very psychic. But this is closed, so that means that you're afraid to use your psychic abilities in this lifetime. If it's open, be like, wow, your psychic abilities are open. You're very intuitive. You can read somebody like that and tell them if they're psychic, if they're not psychic, if they're afraid to use a psychic. You could tell them if something tragic happened in their past life because of their abilities and their gifts that they used, and somebody either chopped their heads off or burned them alive at the stake or drowned them, I'm hearing. Now we're going to focus on the heart line. Okay, so I want you to look at your heart line. Mine goes up. Mine curves up, and then it comes this, it's like a big Y, mine looks like. So that's my heart line. Focus on your heart line now, okay? Now for the heart line, this line gives a clear picture of your emotional and love life. It reveals emotional energy. This line runs across the palm near the base of the fingers. A deep etched line shows family and home life are important to you. If it's deep like mine is super deep. If it's deep, if it's like very light, then it doesn't resonate with you. Okay. So a deep etched line shows family and home life are important to you. You have strong ties to your family members. This is true. A faint line indicates that your head rules your heart. Your opinions and ideas often influence your emotions. Okay. So that's the heart line. So we're looking at the heart line now, guys, whoever just joined. Okay. So we're kind of helping you read your own palm right now. So if it's deep like this, like really deep like mine, you can see the lines are very, very detailed. That means you're very attached to your family, and there may be a lot of karma with your family that you're also clearing in this lifetime, okay? And you also love your family, and family is important to you. If it's faint, it means that your head rules your heart, and your opinions and ideas often influence your emotions. So you're in the mind a lot. Now let's do the simian crease, okay? The simian crease, okay? So this line, this is created when the heart and the head line become a single line. Therefore, your logic and emotions become intertwined. This indicates you have a complex emotional life. If these two, like that and like that, are together, so mine is. You see how mine is? Look, you see how they come together? Bink, bink. This is the simian crease. So my simian crease comes together, you see? Like that, it attaches perfectly. My simian crease. So this is the simian crease. And if you have that and it attaches together, it indicates that this is created when the heart and the head, they become a single line. So they're together. Therefore, your logic and emotions become intertwined. You work with your heart and your head, which is me all the way, right? You're not just heart-based. You're not just head-based. You're not just head-based. You work with both the head and the heart. So when these two are connected, the simian line, your heart and head. So this indicates you have a complex emotional life. So you get very into your emotions, okay? Very into your emotions. Now let's do the lifeline. Lifeline. Okay, give me a second. Let's see if I got another one here. Lifeline. Okay. So the lifeline. Let's do the lifeline. You having fun at Palm School? Okay, this is your lifeline, okay? So that's this here. Take a look at your lifeline. See, mine comes all the way down. Mine is all the way down and all the way up, and it connects all the way to the end right here. Pay attention to that. This is the lifeline. You could give somebody else a reading with this shit. You could make money doing this shit. You're welcome now. Okay, so if it hugs the thumb, like mine does, you see how mine is hugging the thumb? Okay. Well, no. Excuse me. Nope. If it hugs the thumb, like if it's close to your thumb, if it closes like that, like, you know, it hugs your thumb, this is for you. So if it hugs your thumb, I'm going to tell you about yourself. So boom, it hugs it like that. This means that you are reluctant to take the lead. You don't always stand up for yourself, but you defend others. You are mental rather than physical. So this means if your line hugs your thumb, mine is semi-hugging it, but it's not close to it. That's the thing. So I kind of would say it is hugging it, but it's not, okay? So you, if yours is hugging or somebody you see is hugging, that means that they don't always stand up for themselves, but they like to defend others, and you're more in the mind rather than the physical body. That's pretty much me too, though. But you know, it is also hugging. So if your line, right? If your line does what it like this, let's say, hold on, wide and sweeping. So wide and sweeping would be this. This is wide and sweeping. I would say this is very wide and very sweeping, right? And so if yours is doing that, I know all you guys are looking at your palms right now, and I think it's so cute because I can almost see you guys like, oh shit, I want to hear about myself. All right. And so if yours is wide and sweeping, this is for you. A line that comes across the whole palm indicates your thirst for adventure. You relate well to children and enjoy helping those in need. That's 100% me. 100,000% me. Like, kids can see me and they're like, I love you. I don't even know you, bitch, but I love you. Right? Now, if you see my hand, I want you to take a look at the Astral Traveler. I have these lines all the way. If you have a lot of these lines, you were born a powerful astral traveler. There is no denying it, okay? Well, so if you're just coming in, okay, we were talking about the heart line here. This is the heart line, right? The heart line, we were talking about the headline, okay? The headline. And then we're talking about if you have this, you're a healer. The line's down. If you have this, you're an astral traveler. If you have the X, you're a psychic. And you have the triangle closed, that means you're afraid to use your psychic abilities. And just rewatch the video and you'll understand. Now let's look at what kind of hand you have. Put your hand out like so. I want you to put your hand down and look at your hand. So mine, I would say, is kind of like, okay, so we have the earth hand. All right, let's take a look at these. Take a look at this. Does this look like your palm? It doesn't look like mine. See, this is more thin and they go up, kind of the fingers go up. This is not my hand. I'll show you. This is not my hand. So does this look like your hand? Take a look at it. Okay. This is the water hand. So long palm and long fingers. Okay. So that means this part right here, from here to here, will be very long. Okay. And you'll have long fingers. I don't have that. Everything's pretty symmetrical. If you have a long palm and long fingers, this one's for you. You have a water hand. Or if you could look at someone, if they have a long palm, long fingers, you could say, oh, you have a water hand. So you're sensitive and gentle. You're soft-spoken and empathetic. You're dreamy and creative. You're refined and imaginative. You're intuitive and you're introverted, okay? That's what that means. Someone with the water hand is the traits of a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Emotional, quiet, but they like to be at home. They're very, with that, okay? Do you have an earth hand? I would say mine kind of looks like the earth hand a little bit, okay? That's how mine feels like. It looks like the earth hand. Well, I am a Virgo, but still, it just looks like my hand. You see what I'm saying to you? Like, even the fingers, I feel like they look like mine. Look, like the second one's crooked like it. The thumb's going. Yeah, wow, right on. So this, to me, this is the earth hand. So this is square palm and short fingers. I mean, I don't have short fingers, but I do have a very square palm. It's perfectly square, I think. That's how I'm seeing it. See that? So if you have like a square hand like me and your fingers are not long, not short, right? Okay? I have a earth and the air hand. You could have both, Joe. Just so you know, if yours looks like both of them, that's why. So Professor Crime, I'm teaching everybody about their palm and what they need to know about themselves. So this is the earth hand. So if you have an earth hand, someone has a square hand and short fingers, you could tell them you have an earth hand. You're busy and reliable. You're down to earth. You're organized and methodical. You're drawn to stability. You're impatient and suspicious and easily roused. Oh, thank you. I know. Yes. You're definitely easily roused, meaning like you have that is mine. Classy. You're right. Absolutely right. Definitely mine. Now this is the air hand. The air hand is a square palm and long fingers. So if your hand here is square, but your fingers are longer, Great. Okay. Sorry. That's the dumbass of me. Okay. So if you have a square palm and long fingers, you have the air hand. Okay. Now the air hand is square palm and long fingers. You're innovative and practical. You have a strong intuition. You're logical and reasonable. You're sociable. You're inquisitive and studious. Easy to get along with. Now, mind you, I have an earth and an air hand. It's not earth, it's not air. It's mixed between the two. For instance, like my fingers are a little bit longer. My hand is square here. It's shaped like an earth hand, but it has the traits of an air hand. So you could have a mixture of both. Because if you look at the air hand, it looks like mine too. You see what I'm saying? It's square with my fingers looking like kind of like exactly the picture. Okay? Yeah. Now let's take a look at the fire hand. Okay? The fire hand. So is this your hand? Long palm and short fingers. So this part will be long and these will be shorter. You could also like even do that, right? So see if that's the dimension of that. Longer palm, shorter fingers is a fire hand, okay? And this is adventurous. You seek a challenge. You're independent. You're generous. You're gregarious. You enjoy attention. And you're an initiator. Nice. Okay. Okay. All right, let's do the headline. The headline. Did I do the headline already? I didn't do the head, right? Just the heart. Okay. The headline, okay? This is the line that goes from here to here. So this is the straight line that's below this one. So you're going to go look at this. We're going to do the headline. This will really tell you a lot about yourself because it's about the mind. Okay? But if you don't have a hand that looks like all of them, check in between. Do you have a short palm, a long fingers? It doesn't have to look like the picture. It's just what it says. Short palm, long fingers. Short fingers, long palm. That's what you have to look at, the dimensions of your hand. Okay? All right, now let's look at the headline. So we're going to, everybody look at the headline here, okay? And take a look at it. You're welcome, babe. Take a look at it. Does it go all the way to the end? Mine does not go all the way to the end. It stops like right there, right below that ring finger. But it does go all the way to here. So mine goes that way from here to here. So now let's take a look at a straight line with no curve, okay? So I would say mine is a straight line with no curve, right? So this is a straight, let me get this fucking stupid ass, okay. This is a straight line with no curve, okay. So if yours is straight, pretty straight, mine has got a tiny curve, but okay, so wait then, you know, I would want you to look at it like, no, like it's straight. Nah, yeah, I'm talking about straight, like straight across. If it's not straight across, then this is not for you because it has one with curves and all that. So if yours is straight, this is for you. Ow, no curve, okay. If this line crosses the palm in a fairly straight line that doesn't curve towards the wrist, this shows that you are logical and grounded. You should try to push your imagination. You're logical and grounded. You should try to push your imagination, which means that one of your lessons, you come here, is to learn to open up more and not be so logical and like so calculated. Someone who would be like a tech, like a computer whiz would be like, no, because the calculations that are in the diagram, you know what I'm saying? They're going to be very like calculated. Okay. And all right. And this one is, oh my God, the writer's fork, Look, I have the writer's fork up here, but here It's like a slight curve. So if you have the writer's fork on it, on the headline, because this is the heart up here, this is the head. If you have that thing here where the thing separates here like this, but I also have, I do have it. I do have it. Of course I do, because I am a writer. Yep, mine goes right here. See, up to here. Mine goes right there. I do have the writer's fork. You see the writer's fork right there at the end? It's like a fork. Like the two thingy fork. So it goes straight, and then right here is like a little thing. This is called the writer's fork. So if you have this, many people have a fork at the end of the headline. This indicates you are versatile, curious, and inventive. A wide fork suggests you are adaptable and resourceful, meaning you could create anything because you're very resourceful. Okay? That's beautiful. So let's do the headline, curves towards the wrist. Curves towards the wrist. So if you have this and it goes down like that, like down more, like it curves down more, this is for you. Mine does not do that. So this is like if it goes down. You see what I'm saying? If it goes down. If you have yours that goes down, this headline means you're imaginative and creative. You have a little attention for the mundane, and your mind is often preoccupied. You get bored easily. That one right there, you get bored easily when people talk about it. Like you can it's almost like you'll see it as ADD. People will talk and like you'll lose them halfway mid-sentence. Huh? What were you saying? And you you get bored easily like that. Okay? So if you do, then that one's for you. You're very creative, and you have like a little bit of patience for the like mundane, meaning like, hey, did you see what like Kim Kardashian was wearing? If somebody talks to you about that stuff, you're gonna be like, bro, and turn around. Like, is this what we're talking about? I want to talk about more creative stuff, and if you lose interest, you can't stay I'm here in conversation for too long. Okay? All right? The headline here is a distinct bend at the end. If yours has like a little bend at the end. So mine is pretty straightforward. It's pretty straightforward. It goes straight down. There's no bend at the end. It's pretty straight. If yours has like a little curve or bend in any fashion, it could be up, down, whatever. I don't care about her. Yeah, nobody does. Some people are obsessed with that shit, not me. Okay, so if yours has a curve down, this one's for you. If this has a distinct bend towards the end, this indicates that you are materialistic. Try to focus on the meaningful and fulfilling things in your life. That means that you came here to learn the lessons of that, materialism. So one of the lessons you came to learn was to make sure that in this lifetime you don't focus too much on material stuff. Okay? Okay. Let's see what else. These I was interested in knowing. Hold on. Okay. I was interested in knowing this. The Ring of Solomon. I want to see who has this, because I've heard dreams where I was talking about Solomon and shit. Okay. The Ring of Solomon. Let's see about this one. Okay. So this is a semicircular line that surrounds the Mount of Jupiter. So that's here. That's in this hand, this finger. Right here, okay? So, yeah, I have that. You see how mine goes like that? It's like a little curve. It looks like up and down, like a U, basically covering my hand. You see what I'm saying? It's like that. This is called the Ring of Solomon. So if you have that, and it's like a curve on your finger, here, on your pointy finger, if it's like curved like that, if you have that, this is called the Ring of Solomon. Hey, Zen, you guys should watch this. I broke down a bunch of palm reading stuff. You could like tell a lot about yourself with that. I think I might do a video where I explain the most important parts. Like, this is your lifeline. This is the psychic thing. This is the astral traveler. I got to start making, like, those white girls. They're like, hi, I'm Mary. Today I'm going to show you how. Let me stop. I'm like, yo, what's up? This is Flo. Let me just tell you something real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to show you how to, read your palms and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure with a bandana, like, look, bitch, you need to look at your damn palm. If that shit is short and fat and stubby, then your ass is a motherfucking earth hand. Okay, so if you have this, that's the Ring of Solomon. This is important because Solomon was one of the wisest kings, right? He was said to have gotten so good with working with the spirit world. I mean, they said he did dark magic and stuff. That's on him. I'm not worried about that. I'm talking about the fact that he was able to tap in and tune into all that stuff. So he's considered one of the most powerful kings. He's spoken about in the Bibles, in the Quran, and in the Torah. He's all over the place. Motherfucker is he's a king. I might have fucked him, I think. I think I slept with him. I'm pretty sure of it. Anyway, I'm kidding. But I'm not kidding, though, because I actually had a dream about that. Anyway, not that I had sex with him. I was talking to somebody, and they were like Solomon, but that could have been, somebody else. Anyway, the Ring of Solomon. This is a semicircular line under your pinky finger, under your pointy finger. It's like a U shape. Okay, I have it. I see it right here. You see? See how mine does that? It's like shaping like this. This is a semicircular line that surrounds the Mount of Jupiter. This is the Mount of Jupiter, okay? This finger, the Mount of Jupiter. And it indicates an interest in psychic subjects and an intuitivity to the needs of others, okay? It means you're very psychic. Like that's what that part means. That you're very into like occult stuff, psychic stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? You're very into it, okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, so small hands don't reach past your eyebrows when your wrist is resting on your chin. This is a small hand. Small hand. So you could have someone do this, and if their fingers don't go past their eyebrows, that's considered a small hand. If it goes like that, when they do that and it's up there, that's considered a big hands. So small hands indicate you often see the bigger picture but can miss out on important details. You are reasonable and self-disciplined. Very true. Large hands, so when you're reading someone or yourself, you can indicate if somebody has a large hand, small hand, tell them to do this. Very simple. Large hands almost reach your hairline when your wrist rests on your chin. This shows that you are sensitive, versatile, and curious. You enjoy examining others, and you ask a lot of questions. Interesting. I love that. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Let's see what else. Wow, large fingernails, medium fingernails, small fingernails. That's interesting. Let's see what this one says. Wow, the finger shape, the fingernails, everything matters in this. It's like every detail of the hand. So fingernails provide protection for this sensitive area and often respond to the changes in physical health. Fingernail ridges can form if there's something unusual going on. You could tell a lot about your fingernails. They say like you could tell if somebody has liver problems through their fingernails, the color of it, and that white thing. If you have a lot of these white things, calcium deposits, that's a buildup. You need more calcium in your body. Also, if you have those in your teeth, the white little spots, you need more calcium in your body. That's what they say. It indicates that your bones are not getting enough calcium, and that's what that shows. That you see how mine is very little. I have plenty of calcium. Everything's good, but I used to have like white spots on my fingernails. Did you know that? Okay. So fingernails. Let's look at the fingernails real quick, and then I'm gonna come back in a little while because I gotta rest for a little bit because I have some clients later I gotta get to. All right, and plus my knee is swelling up already. I think it's gonna rain because my knee's swelling up, so I feel it. That's it. I'm like the weatherman. You wanna know if it's gonna rain or not? Let me just look at the weather for you. I got you. Oh, let me touch my knee. It's gonna rain. It's definitely gonna rain. Okay, so if you have small fingernails, I don't. If you have small fingernails, this is for you. Like, they're tiny. You know what I'm saying? This is your hand, and that's like tiny little fingernails. You got those dainty princess fucking jasmine fingernails, all cute and shit. My shit is not small. Those are some big ass nail beds, okay? You have small fingernails. You act on impulse. You push yourself too far. You burn the candle at both ends. You're quick-tempered. You're active and fast-paced in mind. I would see this as an air sign. Somebody is an air sign. Small fingers means that you will go too far. Like, you don't rest. You don't know how to rest. You don't know how to take time for yourself. Constantly on the go. That's like an air sign quality for me, like Gemini, okay? That's you. She said, I wish mine were bigger, so we know we're talking about you. Medium. So if you're in between, like, big and small, right? So I would consider mine big. There's plenty of room there. I mean, even my toes, guys who have foot fetishes always would suck my toes. They said I had, like, the best fingernails. I don't know what the fuck that means. But if someone has a foot fetish and they think that, there's obviously a reason why. It's like, that's that must be a thing with toe fetishes, because I remember several guys that like went after my toes. I fell asleep at a birthday party and he took my socks off. And, you know, he's trying to get me comfortable, and he looked at my toes. He put birthday cake on my feet and started licking my feet in front of everybody. And I woke up. He's like, you have the prettiest fingernails. They're so perfect. They're there. He's like, you're not missing any of your fingernails. I was like, bro, what the fuck? Get the fuck away from me. But it was hilarious. Anyway, seriously, true story. Dead ass. Then he wanted to lick my boot, and I was like, all right, this is getting weird. All right, bro. I draw the line at cake off feet. You know what I'm saying? Now you want to lick my boot. Anyway, let me not. I got some stories. Okay, if you have, let's get back to the lesson, boys and girls. Fingernails, medium. What fingernails, medium? Okay, all right. Oh, good luck. You'll be all right. Walk in there, Chris, with a mentality that everything's going your way already. I remember you talking about toes. Toes have been a big thing. Guys have always like gone after my toes. Even women have been like, I love your feet. Okay, anyway. So, okay. Fingernails, medium. If you have medium fingernails, believer of hard work, you enjoy a challenge, you're stubborn, you're successful and confident, you're strong and sensual. Ooh. And you yearn for commitment. I like that. Ooh, you gotta see, now you can know when you meet somebody if they got medium fingernails, they're sensual, they're confident, they're successful, right? And if you meet somebody with, right? If you meet somebody with medium fingernails, you'll know that they believe in hard work, they enjoy a challenge, they're stubborn, successful, confident, strong, and sensual, they yearn for commitment. If you meet somebody with large fingernails, okay, like mine, large fingernails, you meet somebody and he's got large fingernails, that means they're calm, they're mild-tempered, they're open and frank, they're imaginative, they're creative, and they're affected by their environment. Ooh, that's crazy, because you can meet somebody. Now, I'm not saying go and then, like, you know, that's it. They're gonna, you know what I'm saying? No, but if you meet someone, you could tell, just like, if they have small fingernails, you'll know that they act on impulse. They push themselves too far. They can be difficult to deal with. It's like dealing with a Gemini who's not healed. They're all over the place, right? It's tragic. It's a tragedy. But when they're working on themselves, Geminis are amazing, intelligent, boss-like people. But, you know, if they're not healed, they're psychos. Just gonna say, Gemini could be one of the most scariest signs when they're not working on themselves. They really can be. Really. Virgos too. Virgo men, if they're not healing, oh God, they're the biggest cheaters ever. And they get away with it because they're sneaky as fuck. Just let me tell you the dark shadow of each sign and then the light of each sign. I've seen them both. And I've seen both characteristics and traits come out. And, you know, okay, bye. Have a good day at work, okay? Anyway, so again, if you meet somebody with big fingernails, they're calm. If you meet them, they're calm and mild-tempered. If you meet somebody with medium ones, they believe in hard work, they enjoy a challenge. And the small ones are they act on impulse. So I would say like medium or large fingernails are good for me, because I can't have somebody who's all over the place, because they'll drive me nuts, because I pick up their energy and I'm like, shut the fuck up, sit. You know what I'm saying? If you don't sit your motherfucking ass down. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, all right, guys, I love you, because there's a lot you could go through. There's like the Jupiter finger, the Saturn finger. There's like so many things that you could go through here. It's like insane. The Mercury finger, the Uranus finger. Like literally you have a finger for each planet. And it's the thumb, narrow and angle, the family chain, crosses on the palm. Crosses on the palm form on the line. Okay, a cross touching the lifeline indicates the likelihood of home and family difficulties. Crosses on the palm. That's another thing. A cross touching, and a cross by the sea. There's a lot. There's too much. Like I would say, the main things would be what you look at. So I gave you the main things. So when you look at somebody, you know. When you look at somebody, you could just tell by if they have really short fingers or really thick fingernails. You'll know by having short fingers and thick fingernails that this person is calm. They think clearly. You know what I'm saying? So I gave you like the basics of it. And listen, you could give somebody a whole reading right now. You could be like, oh, let me see your hand. Oh, okay. So you have wide fingernails. So you're very calm. You can handle things. you're successful at things because you're calm and you use your intuition. If you have an X here, you're a psychic. If you have this triangle here, you have experienced a tragic ending in a past life with psychic abilities and you're afraid to use them in this lifetime. If you have the lines there, you're a healer. If you have those lines there, you're an astral traveler. This one, like you could use these little ones. You basically give somebody a whole ass reading with this. My mom and I are watching your live, and she had a question. When she was a little girl, a tall, dark, faceless man used to come to foot of her bed, and one day it took her in the closet and my grandma took her in the closet and my grandma. Can you, finish that? Finish the question? Oh, me neither. On a positive note, said I can't understand girls walking around with fingernails like Freddy Krueger. Me neither. I think, honestly, that comes from the demon world. But please, don't hate me for saying that. That's, to me, those long nails, when they like them, like, real long, they some demon shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, wait. Finish that. I took her in the closet and what? Yeah, me too. Me too, Zen. I like natural looking nails, but I do like a little bit longer, but like that kind of long where you can still kind of like grab things and pretty much make a fist if you need to, punch somebody in the face. No, I was kidding. She's probably writing the rest of the comment because I want to see what else you're saying. Many of us do grow up with dark guides, dark guides. Because in a way, it's like you can look at the dark thing like, oh my God, this thing is here to attack me. However, they could be there to help you recognize that you are, first of all, gifted, right? Because sometimes it takes a scary situation to understand that you're able to see those situations. You know what I'm saying, too? So, I would not really right away be like, it's evil, it's trying to get me. I mean, of course, there's always going to be something, but it's also some, like, Mateos de Stefano talks about having the dark guide, and that he was always afraid of, but it helped him learn a lot, like, through the shadow, right? Through the shadow that he experienced, he learned a lot. So, in a sense, because everybody works for the same source, right? We all work for the same source at the end of the day, okay? Please finish your story. Yeah, I'm waiting for it, but I don't see it. I just wanted to quickly pull some cards. I think people like when they hang out with me, Zen, I'm sure you get the same thing. People are always like, can we do a tarot card? Can we do like palm reading? Because people like to know, not about themselves egotistically, some people do, but they want to know like about like themselves so they can learn about themselves. Yes, you are very gifted on a positive note. I always say that, always. So you're very intuitive. You know, even your comments sometimes, I'm like, holy shit, he like read my mind just there. You know, I'm just picking these cards just to see something. Oh, wow. Ooh. Look, can I say something? I'm hearing it's time to reunite with your twin flame. Some of you guys are actually going to be reuniting with your twin flame. Some of you are going to be celebrating something. You were worried about it. If you're worried about finances, I'm hearing, don't worry, it's coming through for you, okay? It's coming through for you. It's just taking, no, for some of you, this is coming faster than you could, faster. Oh, some of you are going to be, like, really feeling good. I'm seeing earth energy here, a lot of earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. You just passed a major test here, okay? Major test. I'm just going to say, I think after this full moon, after this next full moon cycle, something is really changing for you. Meditate, because it's like the ending is here. The ending and a new beginning is bringing a big gift to you here. There could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I'm seeing Capricorn here. But I do see you moving forward from this energy, right? Moving forward from this energy. This could be some toxic shit that you're leaving behind here. And Spirit wants to acknowledge that you've done it. Oh, yeah. There goes that cycle. That cycle's over with, baby. I'm hearing it's over and done. Over and done. Over and fucking done. Some of you are going to be signing a contract. Or you could be meeting Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay, if you meet somebody who is an air sign and Gemini, listen, Gemini. If you meet somebody and they come at you, I'm just going to say there might be somebody who comes in. This could even be with business. Like, I'm going to do this for you. I got that. And you're looking at them and you're reading BS all over their face. Just pay attention to that, because there's going to be a big, I'm hearing a new opportunity, a brand new beginning. So, listen to your intuition. Don't be afraid here. Your guides are going to guide you through this. Whatever it is, this could be legally at court. It's going to be great. You're going to do great. You're going to win, baby. You're going to win, baby. Oh, look at you. You're standing in your power here with the Emperor and the Justice card right next to each other with some fairness, some justice. Some of you are meeting an Emperor-like person. This is a wish fulfillment like a motherfucker. So child, watch your step. This is a very financially fulfilled individual, okay? Yeah, I see. Nope, you don't have to worry about that. I was just saying, like, is this somebody we have to worry about? Do we have to be, like, cautious? I'm like, nope, you don't have to worry. This could be Leo energy. Look at that. And the Hangman's in reverse, and the sun is upright, so hello. And I don't read reversals, but they said don't change that. Don't change the Hangman. Some of you are really moving forward, moving away from something. You're going. You're really going here. I'm hearing no more breadcrumbs. Now I'm going to eat the whole loaf. That's what I'm hearing. Something is going to come towards you, and it's going to come fast. I'm hearing, just hold on, we're going home. There's something about a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio woman that could, like, kind of maybe upset somebody or something, but it's not in a bad way. This person could be, you could be leaving behind this contract with this person. You're cutting the contract of childhood trauma contract, I'm hearing. I just heard Zen. I literally heard Zen. Zen, it's me. I just heard Zen, it's me. I don't know who that is, but somebody's saying hi to you from the spirit world. I'm hearing Matthew. I'm hearing something about August. Something about the name Don or Donnie. Don. Yo, Dom. I literally was hearing Dom like that, and I look up and your name is Dom the Truth. That's crazy. My mom would wash me down with a witch doctor and water, and she always said I had special powers that I was a tapping to. I always wanted to know that what he wanted from me. I can't feel and see things in people that no one else can see. I fell off the wagon. I'm back smoking cigarettes again. I feel you on a positive note. Listen, so, you know, when I do these new classes, I kind of just want to get straight into, like, using your intuition and your gifts. Like, no more talking about, like, we've done past the healing. Now it's time to, like, breed. I'm hearing new psychics, new healers, you know, and I'm hearing, yeah, it's like my own method of teaching. That's it. It's like time, you know? I'm speaking to a woman today about Akashic Records. I'm going to ask her to join my class as a guest this Sunday, and ask her to come in and talk about what she does and how she does it and how she can guide us through a session together as a team. You know what I'm saying to you? I got some plans for these next classes. I really want to do something different. But yeah, you know, if you have those gifts and those abilities and your mom washed you with the witch doctor, I would forget about that situation. I'm hearing manifest a new beginning, new thinking, new reality, okay? Plus, I'm going to have an astrologer come into the classes, and she's going to teach us how to read our chart and stuff like that. So I'm going to do some fun things for classes now. So the next class, I'm going to have everybody, it's going to be $100 for 7 classes, but they're going to be an hour and a half long, probably an hour or an hour and a half long for each class. And it's going to be $100 for 7 classes. Well worth it. You're going to learn how to use your intuition, tap into your Akashic Records, communicate with your guides, use your psychic abilities, figure out how to start working like this. I'll teach you how to make a small little website and stuff like that, you know? Something that I don't have right now for myself, only because I get too many people. They just book, and I'm like, God damn. But I think I'm gonna get back into that website booking stuff soon. But for now, I'm just waiting to see which way my guides are taking me. You always gotta listen to your intuition. Another thing, I'm hearing that very strongly. See, I'm telling you, there's something my intuition with, and I'm seeing with work here. Some of you had patience for that. You felt like you were being held back. It's a new beginning with something brand new, baby. Brand new is coming in. Brand new. So I'm going to make the flyer for the schools, the new classes. And I kind of want to make a video, like a commercial for it. I don't want to put a flyer because lots of people don't see this. So I'm going to say, please watch for, if you're interested, please watch for classes. What am I offering in them? And then I'll also make a flyer because some people like the video, audio, and some people like to read. You know, it's all depends on the person. All right, guys, I love you. And I hope you guys have a great day. And I'm never wrong about everything. I mean, sometimes we are wrong. So, allow yourself to remain humble in that situation. Like I always say, sometimes even though I'm always on point, sometimes there's a day when one little thing won't resonate, but everything can, because when you're tapping into spirit, you gotta understand you're doing a reading for one person, but then there's other spirits like, I want to be heard, and then you just kind of say things that they don't understand what you're saying, but that's okay. So as clients of mine, they understand. I'm like, if it's not resonating, just leave it, but then they come back later and they're like, Flo, I went and asked my mom, and she said that thing you were saying about an aunt and this, she was my aunt, blah, blah, blah. Like I've had that happen multiple times, which is why I tell people to record a reading with me, because someone else knows what I'm talking about around you. If you don't know, Spirit's bringing it up for someone else, okay? All right, I love you. Yeah, because I'm saying Dom. The reason why I'm saying that, because sometimes I'm off too, but that's okay. What am I going to do? Be scared? I used to be afraid. What if I'm wrong? What if I say something and they get mad because I'm wrong? And like I remember one girl, I did a reading, the worst client ever, and I don't give a fuck if they know who I'm talking about. She sat there and she was like this. All right, so go ahead. And I'm like, go ahead, what? She's like, I'm mad hard to read. Nobody, and I mean nobody, can read me. So I was like, all right. I was like, listen, I don't know what you're doing right now, but you don't go to test people. If you're coming here for a test, that's stupid. You paid money. Aren't you here for healing? She's like, nah, I just want to see if you agree, because nobody can ever read me with an attitude. And I'm like, okay, so I'm just going to say what I'm saying. And I said a couple of things. She was like, nope, that's not for me. And I was like, yo, bro, I was like, do me a favor. I was like, every single client I work with, they come in here with an open heart. You're the only one out of hundreds of clients I've had that is doing this. And I said, she goes, wait, that did resonate. Hold up. No, girl, I'm sorry. Keep going. So she felt bad, and then she changed her attitude from like, you can't read. And then I started saying shit about her husband and shit. Her husband I was like, somebody's drinking. I see a bottle of Remy, a bottle of bourbon. Bitch, do you know that? She goes like this. She goes into the room and she pulls out the bourbon. She goes, Flo, my husband's an alcoholic. He drinks all the time, and this is his favorite drink, Remy. And she went from like to changed her mind, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, I never thought somebody could do that to me. She wasn't open, but I opened her ass up. I was like, you don't have to get out of here with that attitude. I was like, I don't know who you think you came to. This is not fucking Who Wants to Be a Psychic Millionaire TV show. This is, bitch, I'm doing this to try to help you. And then she was like, but nobody could ever. And then I finally opened her up, and then she was like, Urgh. And I was like, bitch, don't test me, motherfucker, because I'm a pass the test, okay? Don't. And you know what? I like a challenge, though. You want to come at me like, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I do know exactly what I'm talking about. Some people are just, they just don't want to. Some people will get a reading and it'll be on point, but they don't want to admit that that's their life, right? So I've had like women where I'll be like, the guy that you're talking to, and I was hearing for one girl, he lives out of state. I was like, you're not the only one. He has like 2 other girls he talks to, the same way he talks to you. And she was like, I don't think this reading is for me. I was like, and then like 2 weeks later, I shit you not, she was like, you were absolutely 100% on point. He had like 3 other girls on the side talking to him. I was like, I mean, what you want me to do? Like, you don't want to know the truth, then why are you going to a truth teller? Open your heart, otherwise it's not. I'm not here to break your walls. Like, that's not what I'm not here to, like, this is like, you're not a virgin and I'm trying to fuck you for the first time. Like, I don't want to force it, I'm trying to put it in there gently. You know what I mean? Like, nobody got time for that fucking fighting shit. And I'm gonna try to break your walls. Like, no, that's not what this is about. Anywho, I love you guys. I'm gonna see you guys later, okay? I'm on a whole new, like, I started today with, like, a whole new mentality, thinking differently. Again, I'm not gonna punish myself if I don't fully follow through with the things that I've been wanting to do, but I'm trying little by little, little by little. Take your time. Don't judge yourself. You know, don't drive yourself crazy. Really, take your time, okay? I love you guys, and I'll see. I love your vibe too. Welcome to my space. This is like the Angel Squad members space, and we have nothing but love in here. We don't have no hate with each other. We're very honest with each other. So even if I say you don't say that. Don't talk like that, stupid. You know, it's not like I'm like putting you down. It's like talking to your sister or something. Like, yo, don't say that, dumbass. You sound stupid right now. You know. So I would never disrespect nobody, but I would expect you to be like, Flo, no, that's not a good look. Like, what are you doing? Go put clothes on. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say I came on here and was like, hey, guys. I want you to be like, Flo, no, end alive. You know? Well, you never know. You might catch me. You will not. But you never know. What if you catch me coming out the club one night and I'm like, guys, and you're like, Flo, end alive. Destruction. Destroy the live now. You know, I want you to have my back too. The fuck? Sometimes you gotta be like rough with some of us because we don't understand. Nice. Some of us have a big hard head. Ouch. You know what I'm saying? You love how authentic I am? That's because you're authentic. If you resonate with me and you're like, yo, she's so real. I love how she is. She's so powerful. She's so gifted. That's because that's everything you are. You know that, right? You know that, right? Because you see in others what you see in yourself. So any one of you, tough love is the best love, but I know how to do tough love without putting someone and shitting on them. I'll just be like, listen, I'm telling you this. You know, you shouldn't wear those pants because it's making your ass look like half flat, half full. So why don't you just put these pants on? You know, I'm telling you, ain't walking out the fucking house like that. I love you, and I'm not everybody else. Oh, you look fine. I'll be like, let me see. Okay, just one thing. Can I just say one? Can you take the shirt and pull it down a little bit because it's kind of giving. I'm not here to judge you. Tell me, motherfucker. Tell me. I don't like. Just tell me. Okay. Like the Arab lady yesterday. I was like, I've been working on my face. Look, yeah, I love foreign people because they will straight tell you what's wrong with you real quick. I was like, I've been working on my face. I'm trying to find like a laser so that I can get these dark spots off. She goes, yes, because your face is so very pretty, but these marks, they're so bad. I was like, this is why I love foreign people. You walk up to them, just ask them what's wrong with you. Be like, excuse me, what's wrong with me? They're like, well, your shirt is too big, your tits are too big, you need to get smaller stomach, you have no ass, your legs look crazy, it's shorter than your top, your head is much, your head is bigger than your shorts, your back is stupid, I don't like your shoes, those sneakers are ugly, and the shirt is not good. That's it. What, absolutely rude much? But that's okay, because they got no filter, and that's like a child. They're like, you're ugly. If a child tells you you're ugly, listen, either they're a big dickhead child, or you're ugly. They don't mean to be rude. That's how they talk. When I was in Albania, my country, you see my boobs, right? Okay? You see my boobs. They don't look big there, but baby, they big, right? You see my boobs. Look, right? So I went to my country. And when I went to my country with these, the girls would walk right up to me. And in Albanian, if I translate it, it sounds like this. Are those yours or are they blown up? So basically it translates to like, are those balloons or are those yours in English? So they walk up to me and grab my boob and be like, like they would say, how did you get your boob so big? How did you gain weight? We can't gain weight. Like, I'm like, cause I eat. Like we eat, like, McDonald's, shit like that. You ain't got that shit over here. You got local restaurants that are all cooking homemade potatoes, peppers. Like we're fucking, in America it's different. You got all fake food. And I explained that to them. That's why I'm fat and you're not, cause they said, like, oh, you're a little fat, and they say it like that. It didn't hurt my feelings because that's just how it is. That's how they are in Albania because they're like, what is that? They don't got titties out there. It's like, well, skinny girls with little tits, small asses, or big butts and small tits. Or like, whatever, but they don't have like shapes like that. So they would see my boobs. I remember I took my shirt off and I jumped in the water, I had a 2-piece bathing suit on And I jumped in the water, and it was off the mountain cliff, you know, in those countries when they have the mountain cliffs, everybody in the town is doing it. We were all jumping. I jumped off. I come out of the water, they were all clapping. I was like, what the fuck did I do? Like, people were doing backflips, they weren't clapping. I was like, what the fuck did I do? And these 3 guys and these 2 girls were in a great group, and I was like, she's buena, she's con boa. And they were like, they're clapping for your boobs, not you. I was like, oh. We got some blown up titties. Yo, it was hilarious. They're clapping for your boobs, not you. I was fucking dying. Because to them, they were like, oh, very nice, very nice. It's beautiful. It's like, what the fuck did I do? And they all started pointing at my tits. Because they were huge, you know, and I had a cute baby. So it was fucking hilarious. And you know, that's why I have thick skin, because I grew up like that. Like, your family would be like, you're gaining a lot of weight, stop eating. They wouldn't be like, yo, I think you need to. They're like, you're gaining weight, stop eating. That's how they talk to each other. We didn't take it offensively because, you know, we weren't some bitch ass motherfuckers. Some of y'all never got chased around with a knife by your sibling when your parents were at home, and it shows. Because, bitch, I chased my sister around with knives. I threw glass ashtrays at her head. She threw a stapler at my foot one time. My shit blew up, like, you know. We had fucking Julius Caesar and Mark Anthony wars at my house. You know what I'm saying? Cleopatra type shit. All right, guys. Yeah. So, yeah. My parents did put a lock on the fridge as a kid. Yeah, bro, my mom said, we can't have a door in this house for longer than a month. Every month we were changing the doors to the point where she just took all the doors out. All the tables broken because we throw each other on top of the tables, wrestling and fighting and shit. Bro, shit was wild in my crib. We was wilding. We was wilding the fuck out. Shit was the World Wrestling Federation Championship of the world. That's how it was in my crib. By a babysitter's boyfriend, but for fun. What the fuck? I used to go to the doors and my sister would fuck with me and she'd lock the doors. I'd be like, I'm gonna stab you. And she knew right away. She was like, she's like, I could have got stabbed in the head or something. She was, but I knew you were gonna stab the door. So I'm gonna take the knife and put it through the door. I'm like, I'm gonna kill you, bitch. Like psycho shit. Psycho shit. You know, but that's how we grew up. We were 4 kids, 2 girls, 2 boys. My mom had to work because she was a widowed mother, and we were left alone a lot, but she was right downstairs, you know. It's not like she was like, bye, bitches. You know, we were fed, clothed. You know, she had to work all day, so I was like basically running the house, and I was the middle child, like the second from the oldest. But yeah, anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you guys later, all right? Let me hit you back in a little while. I'm gonna take a little nippity nap. I'm going to think about if I'm going to that funeral or not, you know. I'm hearing like every time I think about it, my stomach goes like, so that to me is not a good sign. Like that means like, don't show up there. It's not good. I feel like even he's telling me not to go. Because no matter what, me and Lumi, we never really fought or anything like that, but we had like a couple of differences towards the end of our friendship. We both were like, I was getting clean. He was still like wilding out, and then he got clean, and then we were clean together. We talked to each other for a couple of times, and then after that, like I was just like, I can't. I gotta do my own thing. And sometimes like I would ignore his phone calls and shit, and like I'm honest with that, but it was also because for my own personal sobriety too at that time, you know. Anyway, because when you're staying clean, you gotta stay away from people that are. Because he wasn't getting high; it was the people around him that I couldn't be around. He used to hang out with some retards. Anyway. He never really did drugs like that. I don't remember him doing drugs like that. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later, okay? We'll be back later. Love you. That looks so cute, Cat Blunts. Look at her little icon thing. How cute is that? I love that. I want to do something like that. It's so cute, Cat Blunts. Self-love is the most important love you'll ever have, right? You got to, focus on you. If you're getting clean and sober, if you go around people like that. Not him. I'm saying his friends. I would have been getting high in 2 seconds, Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. I love you for real. I'll see you later, okay? We'll be back later. Love you. Bye. Bye, guys. I don't like, everybody, you're going to get to know me. I don't like cutting you guys off while we're saying bye, so I just stay and say bye for like a minute. Bye. Okay, bye, guys. All right, bye. I'll see you later. Bye.